Well, hello, Cobbler friends. How y'all doing? This is the first day of the week. What a great day. Monday.
Monday, that's right.
We were talking the other day about all the different things we was going to make, and somebody asked for a strawberry cobbler. Well, we're not doing strawberry cobbler. We're doing apple cobbler, but we don't have strawberries. But if you have strawberries, you can do this with strawberries, peaches, anything you want. Mama had plenty of apples, so Mama, show them what you're making. We call this Cuppa Cuppa Cuppa.
Okay, so it's just me and John, so I'm going to fix it. Instead of a cup of flour, a cup of sugar, and a cup of milk, I'm halving it because I've got a little thing I'm putting in there.
So it'll be half a cup, half a cup, half a cup.
Yeah, yeah, and I always pour just a little bit of vanilla flavoring in it too.
Yeah.
But I'm doing something totally different I've never done before, and it may not work out, but we're going to try it on this show.
We're going to try it right here. Now, y'all, Mama will eat it's right there.
Well, I'm just going to be gone a second. This is some apples I peeled and cooked earlier. Or a little bit, a few minutes ago. And I'm going to pour that on top of my stuff instead of raw apples. I've never done this, so...
I can't imagine it would be delicious, Mama.
Never done it that way, so here we go. We're going to get a half a cup of milk.
Half a cuppa.
That's 4 ounces. Because I'm just using a little...
And we don't need all this, but it would be nice to have, and y'all ask for it. So we're wanting to try to give you something that y'all want to see. So if you got strawberries, the lady that asked about this said, does Mama have a strawberry cobbler recipe? This is a recipe for any fruit you have. If you have peaches, apples, strawberries, you can use this with everything, can't you?
And I usually make this with raw apples, but like I said, this time it's going to be just something different. So if it don't work out, you'll see it here first.
Oh, Mama, it can't not work out. How can
It'll
you
have
miss?
to taste good with fried apples.
Exactly.
So this is a half a cup of flour. If I can get it in here. And this is just white lily self-rising flour.
Half a cuppa, half a cuppa. Half a cup of this is just sweet milk, vitamin D, whole milk that you get at the grocery.
So that's my...
This is just white lily self-rising flour.
I'm going to get a half a cup of sugar. If you'll spray my pan just a little. I'm going to get a half a cup of sugar over here.
This is just a little bit of baker's joy. I'm spraying this pan here.
And this is the half a cup of sugar right there. And all I'm going to do is just mix this together. We may have a total flop, but it'll probably taste good whether it's a mess.
You can't mess this up, Mama, I don't believe. You've got apples, sugar, and cinnamon. Here's y'all's sugar and cinnamon.
I'm going to put some more of that on top. If you'll hand me that whisk out of that drawer, I can get these on.
You want me to whisk it for you? You want this one?
Yeah, I'll be all right. If you'll whisk it, I'll get some vanilla to put in.
Let's get this beat up.
Where? I lost one of the vanillas.
It's right.
I don't see the resin when it's in there.
It's right behind. It's right there behind that.
Well, this will work. It's got a teaspoon. Is that about right?
Right, yeah, Mama. Can't take none out anyway, but it don't. It looks like just the right amount to me. You just want to whisk this up until it just blends. You may have a lump or two, but you can get the old hand mixer out or put it in the stand mixer.
It'll be all right as long as we get it in the
All right, Mama.
pan and pour it in there.
Pour this in here.
Mm-hmm.
You all heard her.
And then we're going to put the apples right on top.
Now, folks, this is the magic. This is the magic potion right here. You put a cup. If y'all gonna make a big one, here's the real recipe. A cup of whole milk, vitamin D, whole milk. A cup of white lily self-rising flour. And a cup of white granulated sugar. And you mix it up just like we did and pour that liquid in the bottom. And then you put your raw apples, or in this case, these are fried apples. And she did have cinnamon sugar out of y'all's container there.
Yeah.
And you just put it right on top there.
And we're hoping for the best.
Mama, it's going to be the best. Cup of coffee. You can save a few of them if you want to.
Well, we want apples in it to taste like
I was just joking.
Yeah. Don't want to come off where I want it to. Is that covered good?
Looks good to me, Mama. Now what happens
I'll pour
is...
some of this juice on it. Get that flavor all flew through.
You can use all of them if you want to. I was just joking.
Well, I'll fry you some more.
Yeah, we got plenty of apples to fry.
Oh, that looks good. That looks
I won't
good.
need fried apples with this cobbler.
Oh, no.
Now, folks, this is going to make a beautiful cobbler. Now, she'll sprinkle some more of that y'all's on there just to get a good...
Well, wait, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it bake and come up over it. And then I'm going to dab some butter on top of my crust. And then I'm going to sprinkle this on top of my dough. And that's all we're going to do.
That's simple, folks. That's as easy as them 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies we made.
This, stick it in here and hope for the best. Everybody cross the
Now, Mama, what we got the oven on? 350. And we're hoping to get by with about 20 minutes here, folks. So we hope that we won't keep y'all all night tonight.
Oh, that was terrible yesterday.
Yesterday was a long video. But we cooked so much stuff, but we really did hurry. Vanilla ice cream on top too. Yeah, Beverly, that would be good. Mom, you got vanilla ice cream, Beverly said.
Yeah.
Beverly, she said she did. Thank you for bringing that up. I don't know if any flavor ice cream would be good on that. Strawberry, chocolate, or anything. Now, this isn't what y'all asked for. You asked for strawberry, but you did the same thing. Put your cup of sugar, your cup of flour, self-rising flour, your cup of milk. Mix it up. Put it in a grease 9x13. Put your raw strawberries right on top of that. You don't even have to cook them or anything. You don't have to cook your apples either. This is just what she did today. And put it in the oven at 350 until you see it form its own crust on top. And you'll have the sweetest, most delicious cobbler of any flavor. Peaches are wonderful with this. Mama has done strawberries with this before. And we served it with whipped cream. Oh, so good. Apples. This is probably the most that we do is apples.
Yeah, but I've never done the fried apples, so I hope for the best. Yes, we'll see it first.
I put fried cobbler on there tonight, but because we fried the apples ahead.
Yeah.
Mama thought she would just do that.
Something different.
She left y'all. Did you see that?
I'm going to come and sit down while you're talking.
Come over here, Mama, and talk.
I'm not
We'll keep an eye on that.
I've got it on for 20 minutes.
I want to ask y'all a question. Has anybody tried Concord Fresh Success Mild Guacamole Seasoning Mix? Has anybody tried that? This was at our store, the Save Lot. We was down there yesterday. And I saw that and I thought, well, if that's that easy, and all you have to do is just add a couple of avocados and stir it up. Now, I usually make my own, but I make it just with seasonings. And if I can get a packet like this, if anybody tried anything in Concord Fresh Success before, is that a store name or is that is everybody know about that? It just says cut your avocados in half lengthwise and remove the pit. Using a spoon, spoon out the inside and discard the outer peel. Combine the contents of this pouch with the avocado, stir until blended, and let it set for 30 minutes in the refrigerator, covered.
Oh, I could even do that.
That would be some easy guacamole if this works. I don't want to waste my avocados if this don't work. If somebody says, John, don't try that. So you all help me out on this one. It's kind of like a reverse product review. I, a lot of times, will do product reviews, but that is seem almost too real, too simple to be real. I have, and it's good. Oh, good.
Oh, wow.
Deirdre, thank you. Yes, and it's very good. Sheila, thank you. Yes, I had. There's 3 in a row.
Well, that's a good sign. 3 in a row.
I have fixed coleslaw with it. It's really good. Okay.
Yeah.
So they make different stuff. That's what I was thinking. I use fried apples in my cobbler. Oh, okay. Good, Mama. There's your success story.
Well, I have never tried fried apples.
Yes, it was pretty good. Okay, Debbie. That sounds good to me. I've never had it in West Virginia. I've never seen it either. I was just intrigued. They had a hot and they had a mild. And
Did you get the hot?
got the mild.
Oh, you're sweet.
And I thought, if that's that simple, I'm assuming I'll need a little lime juice for the avocados to keep them from turning brown. But I'll probably add a little lime juice too. But if that's just a packet or something, we're going to try that. And I'll give you a product review on it. I'll let you know. But thank you all for telling me that it's good. Because I was really, so you don't use tomatoes and onions? Well, Brenda, I do. I use red onions and tomatoes in my avocado, usually. And I may add that in this time. But the seasons, I'll try to get the seasons just right and I'll mix around with them. But I thought, if this packet works and I like it,
Why not go that way?
I know.
Quick and easy, like my fried apples.
I would taste the seasoning first. That's a good idea. Who said that?
Yeah, that would be good.
Phil says taste the seasoning. I hadn't thought that, Phil.
Put your finger on it, taste
Don't
it.
waste them avocados. Avocados are expensive. Mama's got company. Help John and Momma. Whoa, Deborah. Maggie. She's making the announcement. And I don't know who it is. How you two? I've had that before. It's actually pretty good. Good, Becky. It's the UPS guy. Maggie knew it. See, Maggie knows the sound of that vehicle. And she knew that was our UPS guy, Scott. And he's wonderful. And Maggie loves him. She'd go home with him right now. I never think about me and Mama. She's gonna get her treat. Maggie would walk through fire for a treat. She's something else. Hi, it's Judy. I live in Jonestown, PA. Well, hello, Miss Judy. How are you? I'm trying again to say hi, Debbie from UK. Well, hey, Debbie from UK. Evidently you tried to say hi and we've missed you, but we found you today, and we're glad you're joining us. From the UK, what time is it up there, Debbie? And what's y'all's weather like now? Good watchdog, Maggie. Sure, she's a watchdog, all right. Nothing moves, breathes, looks at Mama. That Mama's not alerted to everything that's going on. Yeah, she's a watchdog. Now she's an alarm. 100% alarm. Nothing. If people pull in the driveway, we know about it. We've got an alarm and we've got cameras, but ain't none of them as good as Maggie. Let's see what y'all are saying. Hello, John and Momma from Belleville, Illinois. Well, hey, Nancy Hodge, how are you? For some reason, y'all are freezing up. Perry Mason. Peter says it's Perry Mason. It's not Perry Mason at the door, Peter. Maggie loves her people. She does. Maggie is a people dog. Maggie loves people. She don't like dogs and she don't like cats and birds. I've never seen a dog hate birds as bad as Maggie. Do y'all have a bird hating dog? Maggie won't tolerate the birds. Even in the hummingbird, she's not quite figured out. She knows they're out there. I've not seen any this year, but when they are out there, and she hears them and she'll watch for them, but they don't land. And she really don't like the ones that land. like the crows. Now Maggie is anti-crow. I love crows. I think they're majestic birds. Every time I see them, I think of the ravens. There is a difference between crows and ravens. I know that, but I always think about them. But I love the little crows, but Maggie don't.
You didn't have the teacher I had. We had to quote the raven.
Nevermore.
Yeah, we had to learn that.
But that's their difference between ravens and crows. They live different. They're different size. Maggie is pretty name. My grandkid's name. Our dog, Termite. That's cute. Maggie picked her name. As we've told you, she was a rescue.
She was already named that.
And she was already named that. But she just sort of responded to it. I don't know what they called her. But the family where we got her from said her name. They called her Maggie, he thought. So I said, well, we'll keep Maggie. But I don't know what their little nickname for her was. I'm sure Mama calls her Maggie Lou.
I call her Lulu half the time.
Or Lulu. She responds quite well to Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
Lulu or Magaloo. Magaloo.
Maggie May when I'm
Is she out there with the UPS guy?
Hey, she was, but John's out there working.
Oh, she's out there with her other best friend.
Putting mulch down, so she's out there with him.
Maggie has a world of people.
She wouldn't get away from the truck for the UPS Scott to pull out.
Yeah, she wouldn't even leave. How was your potluck? Preston says. It was good.
They remembered you taking all that
Yeah,
stuff
I took that stuff today. It's still there. They're going to eat on it again tomorrow. They liked it. They all brought their stuff, and it was all good. We had a good little lunch today. Quick, but good.
That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody else cook stuff like you did?
Yeah, they was some notebook cookies, and yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Good lunch, huh?
Hello, John and Momma from Logan, West Virginia.
Logan.
Well, hello there, Glenna. How are you? What are y'all eating tonight? We've got leftovers if we decide to eat. We really hadn't made up our minds.
That's the reason I was just fixing apples. I thought.
We made up our minds about that.
That's the only thing I was doing.
We made up our minds that
What?
Mama said somebody, I knew what she was doing. So I called her earlier. I said, what you want to cook tonight? And she said, I don't know. I've eaten. Are you eating? I figured you wouldn't eat. You took all that stuff. I said, yeah. And she said, we got all these leftovers, and we got some more chicken. We got more pimento cheese and all the stuff. And she said, there's chicken and beef. And she said, we got all kinds of stuff in there. And I said, well, so you don't want to cook tonight? What are you going to do? And she said, well, they was asking about that cobbler the other day, and I got these apples, and I'm thinking, I've peeled up a bunch of, I've already peeled them.
Yeah.
I've peeled up some apples, and I was thinking we'd make a Cuppa Cuppa Cuppa. I said, well, Mama, it sounds like you put a lot of thought into that. Let me have your rag. I got something right here that's... And she said, well, yeah. I said, well, let's just eat that. That sounds good. We won't even worry about cooking. We don't have to cook. We can have a bologna sandwich. In fact, I cut some deli ham in there.
Oh, we could sandwich.
And I got some whole wheat bread. Whew.
Ooh,
We're talking gourmet stuff now. I love a good whole wheat sandwich of ham in a little Dijon mustard. Don't even have to have salad dressing on that. It's good.
Wow, it's really good if you don't put salad dressing on it.
If I use a tomato, it gets salad dressing. Or cheese. How's it coming, Mama? Does it look
It's
good?
good looking, pretty good.
It's coming
I
along.
just wonder if it's enough till I can put my butter and cinnamon on it.
Is it come up made a crust?
Yeah, it's coming up. You can see apples and crust and all of
If
it.
you open that door, it'll take that much longer.
Well, I can't.
Mama's told me that my whole life, but the older she gets, the more I have to tell her, Mama,
I get
shut
more
the
impatient
door.
like you.
Shut that door, Mama.
I get impatient like you, I think.
We're switching places. I used to
You
open
know,
the door.
they say when you get old, you go back to your
I used to open the oven door and just say, well, that'll speed it up. Let the heat out.
It's coming back home to me.
And now I'll catch her over there with the door open. It's got glass in it. That's what she used to tell me.
But
They put that glass in there for people like you that couldn't stand not to look. Look through that glass. That's what it's for. I said, okay, Mama.
Now, be honest. In the little Easy Bake, it actually looks browner.
Yeah, there's some tint on that window.
It looks browner in there than
Or
it
dirt
actually
one.
is.
I don't know what it is.
You got grease on
It does look browner when you look through the window.
Yeah, than it actually is.
Is that the reason you keep it open half the time?
Yeah, so I can see how brown it is.
Baked sweet potatoes. Ooh.
That's what
Carolyn. Huge sweet potatoes, she said. Now that would be good, Mom, with some brown sugar.
Yeah, butter.
Butter and cinnamon. I don't even like to put a bunch on it. That's it. Just a little butter,
Butter and sugar. Brown sugar is all I want.
I don't want nothing else
I
on
can
it.
dive into it.
But now one of y'all, I think it was Steve. It was Steve Duncan said he put some miniature marshmallows on it.
Yeah,
That
we've
would be
never
good.
tried that.
We're gonna try that one time.
I love marshmallows on my cook the sweet potatoes and
I
put
know.
them in a baking dish
And somebody else said they just skip straight to the marshmallow cream.
and
Just go straight to the cream.
go to the source.
Fly away, birdie.
I'm flying away.
That's constant. Now y'all see, I didn't tell her to get up and do nothing. A lot of times y'all say, John makes Mama run all over that kitchen and he don't do.
That's right. You just tell me to hop, hop, hop. You certainly glued me to the seat.
She's like that constantly.
I can't see.
Even when she's not cooking, even when we're not preparing a meal, if she sits in here to say a few words, I'm gonna look in that cookbook, and she'll get over and over that cookbook, and she'll bring it back over here, and then she'll say, it's not in it. Let me go see if it's in that other. It's 15, 20 trips every time she sits down here.
Your daddy always called me the rabbit. I hop around, jump around, jackrabbit.
Or she'll hear something. What was it? I said, I don't know, Mom. If it don't break in, fall in, or crawl in, just leave it alone. No, I'm gonna see what that was. What was it, Mama? I don't see nothing out here.
When you get old, you'll probably get this.
No, I don't
was
care.
this way always.
You've always been. I don't care. I figure they'll ring the doorbell if they want in.
Not burglars don't. They ain't that nice.
They know they want in here bad enough to break in. I mean, would you break in here?
I wouldn't, because I know what's in here.
It's so exciting here. We didn't have a TV for a week and didn't notice. Well, I didn't. Mama did.
Yeah, I did. I've watched a little today. Not much, though. I figured I'd sit there all day, but
There ain't nothing worth watching, is there?
the old shows.
Night, I watched my Little House on the Prairie.
Well,
But I didn't even miss them last week. I was busy.
You've been busy as you can be.
Folks, we're just chatting till the cobbler comes up.
I'm going to see if I can put my butter and sugar on it.
Here she comes, folks.
Because it's got to go back.
You want me to go get that out of there for you?
No, I can handle that. Surely to goodness. I can take care of that if I can find my... Oh, there's both of them.
You be careful, Mama. That's hot. She gets mad because if I say something on video, like, let me get that. Oh, who you think gets it all the time when you're not here? Mama, I know, but I'm watching you get a big old hot pan out of something.
Oh, it ain't that big. It's
and it worries me. Well, I can handle it.
Looky how pretty already.
Don't be treating me like I can handle it.
I'm not a 2-year-old, as they say.
All right, folks, this is what you're going to get.
Close to it.
Now, look how pretty that is. Look how pretty. Now, you've seen us dump those apples right in on top of that liquid. And then you end up with a cobbler. And it looks like something you've almost poured in there and made it just special. Now, these are just little, these are not tablespoons. These are just little thin pats of butter.
My mommy always did this to cobblers.
Uh-huh. Right here is what you're looking for over here.
What? I'm gonna put this.
Right here's this is the
I know it.
plenty of it. Now, Mama, you're making that into a diabetic triple threat.
That's not much.
This has got sugar in too now.
That can't have much sugar. It's got cinnamon and sugar both. Oh, where am I at? I can't see that black one.
It has got both. That's what I'm saying to you. See, it's mixed just perfect.
Now we're going back in the oven. Now, don't that look pretty?
Now, when she gets that out of the oven, she's going to put another cup of sugar on top of it.
Oh, no, she's not either. You're just telling tales. You're just...
Cuppa Cuppa Cuppa, and then Mama adds another cuppa, half a cuppa.
I didn't even add an eighth a cup.
Now, if that was broccoli, you wouldn't have added no more broccoli.
No, I wouldn't have. Shoot.
If it's protein, you hear, oh, that's enough. If it's broccoli, oh, don't put too much. If it's sugar, I might add just a little bit more. Hey, John and Mama. Hey, Tracy, how are you? I really like the cinnamon sugar. It's good, isn't it, Carolyn? You wouldn't think that just putting the cinnamon sugar in this one container, but you can see how we've used it. We use it on cinnamon toast. We use it on a lot of stuff. And this may not be the first one, to be honest with you, because I think we went through that first one pretty quick. It's 6 ounces. But they have got a really good blend on the cinnamon sugar. Now, I think he said they improved it and put more cinnamon or something in the next batch. But I like this blend. So when he told me they was changing it, I ordered up an extra one just so I could have the original. Then if they make a difference, then I'll do it too. But I really like this blend. I love it on my toast. I love it on my toast. It's not too much cinnamon. It's not too much sugar. And you just put a sprinkle on it and it's delicious. Now that butter's not going to take long to melt. And we're fixing to have apple cobbler and vanilla ice cream.
Move the butter out of the way.
Well, yeah, you've done enough of it. I hope you put the sugar up because we don't need no more of it either. I love these Tupperware ice cream scoops. They melt the ice cream as you pull it through it. I don't know how it does it. But it will. It will just... It's the best scoop. And it's a good weight, too. Let's see if it melts on here. You can see it.
Well, it went off. Maybe it's supposed to be ready.
Well, it's supposed to be ready because it is ready. You can see it melting there. See how the ice cream's forming on it? I've got a little puddle. Oh, did you see it? See how it comes down there? I don't know how it does it, but it just...
Here you go, sir.
It just melts. See?
You reckon that's done?
I reckon it is, Mama. I was showing them how this ice cream scoop somehow just sort of melts that ice cream. Mom, we need little tiny bowls.
Little tiny, but here's your spoon.
Little tiny bowls. Now look here, folks. Let's look at it again over here close. Don't just turn over. Now see how this is the liquid that you see me mix up, and Mama, we poured in there. And then you put the apples on top, but the crust jumps out of the bottom and jumps up on the top.
And you can see on the edges it's lightly browned.
Uh-huh. Let's get us some out. Look at that. Now this is great with strawberry too. Whoever was asking about the strawberry. It's wonderful with peaches too. If y'all don't believe us, I'll have to have Mama fix one of each of them.
Oh no, we can't have all that sweet, you say.
Mama, you want to hurry and say, oh, that's too much.
No,
Is this too much?
No, it won't be.
Oh, okay. Is this too much?
Yeah, I don't need no more.
Mm-hmm. Listen to her, folks. Now look, that little bit of ice cream I had on there. It just melted away. I don't know how they do it. It's not hot, and I don't know that it really melts. I mean, I don't know if there's really something about it, but it sure does, and it's easy to make up here, isn't it, Mama?
Yeah, that's enough of that.
I didn't get a full scoop. I just got a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll bless it.
Sure.
And eat it. We'll bless it and eat it. Let's change this back up here. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful meal. We thank you for these precious things that prepared it, dear Lord, and we just ask you to bless our bodies. And dear Lord, we just pray that you be with each person out there. Watch over us, lead, guide, and direct us. Be with each and every prayer request. In your precious name we pray. Amen. All right, folks, here it is. Strawberry cobbler, peach cobbler, and this is apple cobbler.
Fresh apples.
And we fried the apples, but they were fresh just before she fried them. With a little bit of vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
What was that, Mama?
Oh, that's good.
Hitting the spot.
Yeah.
I hope you had protein for lunch, is all I'm going to say.
Smelling them cinnamon apples for so long. Oh.
Mmm.
Delicious.
It is delicious, folks. And what's better than delicious about it, because I'm sure any cobbler you got a recipe for is delicious. This one's simple. Look at there. This one's simple. You sing. We done this in real time, except she had the apples. But all you have to do is peel your apples and put them in there raw. May take another minute or two to cook, but Mama's theory was if she fried the apples, we could do this quicker with you all.
Well, it worked.
And I believe it worked.
Mm-hmm. It did.
Because if you use raw apples or raw peaches, you need to add about 10 more minutes to your cook time at least. But if you got some fried apples in the refrigerator, in the freezer, you was saving them for apple pies, you don't want to stand and make pies all evening, throw your cobbler together. These fried apple pies are delicious. Fried apples in this cobbler is delicious, what I meant to say.
And like I did, I cut it in half.
Yes.
And it worked out just fine. And
the recipe is Cuppa Cuppa Cuppa.
so I used just a half a cup of milk, half a cup of sugar, and a half a cup of flour, and a little vanilla I poured in it. And
half a cup, a half a cup, a half a cup. So the real recipe is a cup of granulated sugar, a cup of self-rising flour, and a cup of vitamin D milk. Blend that together, pour it in a grease 9 to 13, and put your fresh fruit over top of it. Strawberries, apples, peaches, blueberries, dates, whatever you want to put. You can make a cobbler out of it. Mmm.
well, I tell you, that was a whole lot easier than standing and frying all those fried pies.
Uh-huh. Was that an option tonight? I just heard Cuppa Cuppa Cuppa.
Well, I was going to do the fried apple pies, what I started with.
Uh-huh.
And then I remember them talking about the different cobblers. And I thought, well, that'd be a good way to show that.
It surely was.
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. Mama, this is delicious.
I reckon so.
Yeah.
Very good. I don't know if my dish would have held a whole cup of everything.
No, you'd have to put in a bigger dish. There it
And
is,
it won't
folks.
fit in my oven room.
Half a cup, a half a cup, a half a cup. Fried apple cobbler. Yum. Folks, we're going to say goodbye. But before we do, I want to ask y'all to lift Nola up, the one that often answers questions on here, list all the recipes. She talked with her earlier, and she has lost one of her fur babies.
Oh,
And bless her heart. If you're a fur baby lover, you know exactly what she's going through. If you're not, just imagine losing your best friend. Fur babies are precious, and we hold them dear to our hearts. And just lift Miss Nola up, send her some hearts and some love. She's probably on here, but I'm sure that she is her prayer. Mama, let's say goodbye. Your phone's ringing.
goodbye, everybody, and God bless you. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, y'all. Have a great one.